folks. My name is Carolyn. I own Back to Basics Exercise Therapy. And if you're watching this video, then you probably either saw this on my newsletter or you saw it on YouTube, because one way or the other, the newsletter ends up on YouTube. So I told you I'd show you some exercises that would take less than 10 minutes a day to relieve low back pain or make it go permanently away. You're going to need 2 decorator pillows, and you're going to need a chair or a couch. I'm going to go ahead and use a block for the sake of the video and being able to be seen easier. So we're going to go ahead and start on this block and lay on the floor. And we're going to get our hips at a 90-degree angle like this, palms up. And we're going to look straight up at the ceiling. Relax and just notice how your back feels on the floor. I'd like you to take in 3 deep abdominal breaths. You can do more than that if you're not doing the video, but for the sake of timing, we'll go ahead and we will do 3 today with the idea you can do more. So let's go ahead and start. 3 deep abdominal breaths into the low belly. Okay, now we're going to start. We're going to clasp our hands together, lock out our elbows like you're praying, and we're going to just go back like this. You'll notice I am not forcing my hands to touch the floor. I'm concentrating on locking out those elbows. You'll feel the work in your armpit. You may feel it in your neck. You could feel it in your low back, and you could also feel it in your mid-back. So we're going to do 10 of these guys. Just focus on letting those muscles unwind. We're doing this because our shoulders are actually married to our hips. So we want to get everything in pretty good working order and balanced. Now, when you're done with your 10, we're going to do elbow curls. You're going to make a fist, and you're going to place your hands against your head. And they're going to be in the parallel position, and you're going to open and close, open and close, close, open 3 times, 10 times all total. Don't go fast and start moving like this. We want to go nice pace, real nice pace. Just let them unwind. And when you're done with your 10, you're going to go ahead and grab your decorator pillows. I'm going to use a posture block. We're going to put that between your knees, palms up, and we're going to squeeze those knees together. Take a quick peek. Make sure that you are using both legs exactly the same. Sometimes when there's an imbalance, it will feel the same, and then you look at it and you're like, wow, I'm using my left leg more than my right. So we're going to do 20 of these and try to give yourself about a 1-second delay on those squeeze. You don't want to just, push through and use momentum, because what we're looking to do is lengthen and activate muscles, and in some cases strengthen them depending upon their current position. So we want to make sure that we are actually doing something that's going to change our bodies. And when we're done, we're going to go back to the first one. We're going to do that 10 times. Relax your tummy. Look straight up at the ceiling as best you can. Don't force anything. I'm not a big believer in forcing muscles unless it's done in a very specific way, but not just randomly. You want to really just allow them to lengthen and to contract the best way that they can right now, because things are going to change. Elbow curls. Hands must be parallel to the head. I like to put my index finger inside my temple. That gives me a point of reference. And you'll see, even me, I can't bring my elbows all the way together. Depends on what you do when you're not doing this. And I am a bench presser. So that always tightens me up a lot. And when you're done with that 10, you're going to go ahead and you're going to do that 20 again. Very good. Okay. Now you can add a whole nother, you can repeat that a third time if you want. You don't have to, but you will get benefit. Now we're going to go into the frog. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the soles of our feet together, lay down, and you'll feel your back coming up off the floor, not to worry about that. And take a look at these knees and notice is one higher than the other. Just relax, maybe a deep breath or two. Into low belly, don't use the upper chest. Draw the air all the way down to below the belly button. And you'll stay in this position for 1 to 2 minutes. You'll feel things changing. Take a peek again and notice is one higher than the other. When we end this, if you still have one knee that's higher than the other, that may be an indicator is that particular hip, because that's what we're working on right here. It's the hip. Is that hip tight? You notice that it's a little tighter than the other side. That's something you might want to investigate. And if you would like to know more, you can contact me and we can set up a complimentary assessment and figure out why it's so tight and what you can do to change it. Should be close to our 1 minute. There we are. Okay, great. Now you're going to bring those knees together. And while you're down here, let's just do 10 pelvic tilts. And the way you do that is just roll that pelvis back and forth. I'm not using my leg muscles. I'm not lifting up. I'm just rocking back and forth. And some of you are going to be challenged by this because a lot of us have been shut down because of our lifestyle, a lot of sitting and so forth. And so we've kind of, our brains have lost contact with some of these muscles. So don't get discouraged. Just keep practicing. You will get it. Let's go back and forth. I'm just going to rock back and forth about 10 times. And then I'm going to roll over and go ahead and get on all fours like this. We're going to put our knees about hip width apart, put our wrists right underneath our shoulders, and we're going to do 10 cats and dogs. And we're going to pull that tail under, stretch, and look up, pull those shoulder blades together. Like that. Now, your shoulder blades have been worked on a little bit, so you might have noticed that you can pull them together easier. And we're going to do this 10 times. Roll up like a little pill bug, go the other way, pull those shoulders together. And we've got about 4 left. Try not to contract your stomach. I know that is in conflict with other modalities, but postural therapy is in a league of its own. And so we don't fire our core unless we are supposed to, and that'll come in the directions to the exercises. And yes, I have a very strong core. So don't worry, you'll get strong. And when you're done, you're just going to go ahead and stand up. I'm going to change the camera so you can see me. Now we're going to go over to the wall and finish up. And we're going to go up against the wall, feet straight ahead. If you choose to do the first exercise, pigeon-toed, you'll notice that it's going to trap those hips, which is good. And lock out your knees, make sure nothing is bending. And I want you to pull your shoulder blades together. Just pull them down and together 20 times. And notice, are they working any better than they were a minute ago? Stay up against the wall. If this isn't comfortable for you, then feet forward. Just like that, about 6 inches apart. Make sure those feet are both pointing forward. You don't want one turned out or turned in. And now you're going to squeeze your glute muscles, keeping those knees straight. Do not let your knees bend. And you're going to squeeze those glutes 25 times. And when you're done, check my timer. By golly, we made it. So I'll take the last 30 seconds to tell you, you can always do this twice if you feel it's necessary. And you'll notice you're probably a little looser and feel better. If you want to learn more about this, you can contact me through my YouTube channel, or if you've seen it on my email, or excuse me, my newsletter, you can contact me there, make an appointment, and we can do a complimentary assessment, whether it's on Zoom or in person, and solve some of your issues, or at least find out what we need to do. So thank you very much. And if you know anyone you think will take value in this, please share it with them, and like and share the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye.